just gazing down towards the floor. Finding stillness, finding calmness, finding strength. I want to start off with a mantra of gratitude. And if this resonates with you, any of these mantras resonate with you, allow them to just keep you through this next hour, or take it with you after we practice. Bringing your hands into your heart, maybe in the mudra of prayer, or just hands on top of the chest. I appreciate the abundance in my life, and I allow myself to expand in gratitude, success, and joy every day. I clearly see all there is to be grateful for in life. I acknowledge the blessings I have received in my life with gratitude. Bringing your hands in prayer, thumbs into the third eye. May we connect with our intuition. May be aware of our wisdom. And may we trust our inner teacher. And take a gentle bow. And then slowly release. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get started. Find yourself in tabletop. Find yourself in tabletop. Make sure that your wrists are right below your shoulders. Make a nice square. Your knees are right below your hips. And if you like, you can even turn your toes. Our toes sometimes don't get enough stretch. So go ahead and take all the 5 toes on each side and make sure you curl them down. Place yourself in that nice square, and the belly is nice and tight. The belly is tight, you're sucking in the belly, and you try to have a nice flat back. And now look down towards the belly button, curve your spine, tuck in the tailbone, and press away from the mat. Allow the neck to be heavy, maybe not yes, not no, letting that neck just get a nice stretch. And then slowly start taking the belly down, take the tailbone up, shoulders come down and back, and then the gaze is up. Stay here in your nice cow pose. Drive the shoulders back towards your hips. So in other words, push the shoulders back. Look up. Belly comes down, tailbone lifts. And I'll take about 5 cat-cows, just moving back and forth at your own movement, maybe making those movements nice and long, and just allowing the breath to move with you. Start to establish nostril breathing, and see if you can close your lips and only breathe through the nose. Begin to be mindful about nostril breathing. And then slowly relax. Come into a nice flat back. Suck in the belly. Notice if the belly's hanging. Suck in the belly. And I want you to push away from the mat and see if you can have a little slight curve in the shoulders. So you're sucking, really engaging through the belly. Nice. Now lift the knees up. Your toes are turned and you're lifting your knees about 1 to 2 inches away from the mat. Now lift your hips, take your hips back into down dog. So try to press your chest towards the thighs. Try not to be shoulders in front towards the top of your mat. So take those chest back and see if you can find that down dog. Go ahead and move. Bend your knees if you need to. As you begin to bend the knees, you press the heel down opposite and then the other one, moving back and forth. And then come to steadiness. Bend the knees again, and then come back into that tabletop. Very nice. Shake the hips side to side. And let's take the left leg back. Belly really comes inward. And your knee can stay really grounded on that right side, making sure that you have that ability to have that balance. And then take the left leg out to the side. Hold here. Use your core muscles. Hold. And then bring that left foot next to the left hand. Nice. Inhale, lift up. We're in a modified lizard pose. And then take your right hand to the left leg and then twist towards your left side. Take that left hand out to the side. Lift nice and tall through the chest. Hold. Using your right hand to support you on your left knee, lift the chest. Nice long back. Breathe. Taking 3 breaths. And then slowly release, arms towards the front. And now take right hand underneath and left on top and give yourself a big hug and give yourself a nice stretch through the shoulders. Lift the elbows up. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, down. Come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale through the nose, come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, release. Maybe we take a little back bend as we look back. And then exhale, hands to the ground. Here, we're going to place the palms down, lift through the chest. Make your back nice and long. Maybe the fingertips are the only things that can touch. Lift yourself nice and long. Try to avoid curve in the spine. If you need to use a book, a block, you have this to support you so you have more length. Tuck the belly in, hold here. Breathing. Plant the palms like in your tabletop. Take that left leg back. Very nice. Turn the toes, tabletop, lift the knees, hold here. 2 inches away from the mat. Hold. Now curve that shoulder blades. Suck in the belly. Engage the core. Lift up, down dog. Walk your dog. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Walking the dog. Very nice. Slowly come back down. Knees into the ground. Take that right leg back. Hold here. Really press away from the mat. Belly's tight. Slight curve through the shoulders. Nice. Take the right foot and take it out to the right side. Try to balance. Notice if you're leaning towards the left side. See if you can distribute the weight evenly on both sides. Hold. Lift a little higher. And then bring the right foot outside of the right hand. Nice. Modified lizard. Stay nice and long. Left knee is grounded. Inhale, lift up. Left hand outside of the right knee. Right hand goes back. Lift through the chest. Allow your right hand to give you that extra twist. Make sure you're using your left hand to really stabilize that right knee. Breathing here. Hold here. And then exhale, release, arms up, and then bring the hands down. Stay here. Maybe that's all that's available. Maybe you're in your tippy toes or in the tippy of the fingers. Lengthen through the chest. Try to not have a curved back. Lengthen. Breathe. Notice the breathing. Be mindful of the breathing. And then inhale, lift, come on up. Maybe this time we take a back bend. Reach up, belly in, chest up. Exhale, come down. Right foot comes back into your tabletop. Turn the toes, square your body, like in tabletop. Turn the toes, lift up. Hold here. Press away from the mat. Turn your knees towards the left side. Nice, hold. Turn your knees towards the right side. Turn your knees one more time towards the left. This time you can keep yourself in a nice bend, stay here, or come into a modified side plank with the knees bent. Hold here. Lift the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Right side. Going to the right side, knees to the right. You can stay here or slowly lift, looking towards the right side. Slowly release, knees towards the center, lift the hips, down dog. Walk the dog, press the chest back, look towards your belly button. Bend the knees, walk towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. See if you can flatten the back, even if you have to bend the knees. Try not to have the back curved. Lengthen through the spine so you bring the chest towards the front. And you can have your knees bent, that's okay. Exhale, release. Separate the feet, maybe the distance of your mat or 4 or 5 fists apart. And then go ahead and come down and lift the arms up and let your head hang. Not yes, not no. Nice. Grab onto your toes and see now if you can lengthen the legs a little bit or a lot and pull yourself in. It's okay to keep the knees bent if you need to. And exhale, release. Plant the hands. Walk, step, or jump into plank. Nice. Here, we're going to look where our body is. Make sure the shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists. The hips are not higher than the shoulders, and they're not lower. They're about the same height. Your knees can come down if you need to. You can bring one knee down. Now push with your toes, gaze forward, chaturanga, or all the way down. Your choice. Inhale to baby cobra, or exhale into full cobra. Make sure your shoulders are not next to your ears. Push them away, lift up. High cobra, low cobra. Turn the toes, take it back. Bend the knees, walk step towards the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then sweep the arms around you. Inhale, lift. Feet together or apart. Reach up. Take a back bend, hips towards the front, gazes back, lift the chest, don't collapse, and then exhale to your mountain pose Tadasana. Time to ground yourself in this amazing strong pose. You can keep your toes to touch, or you can separate your feet just a little bit, whatever is comfortable, but make sure your feet are parallel. Your belly is in, your tailbone is tucked in into neutral spine. Shoulders are back and down. And you're lengthening through the spine and you're taller about ½ an inch. Breathe here, inhales and exhales through the nose. Staying with your hands out to the side, or you can bring your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Establishing your Ujjayi breath. If you haven't started Ujjayi breath, this is a perfect time to establish that. Deep inhales through the nose, and then exhaling through the nose. Making the breath audible. Inhale. Last one. Inhale, lift up, reach up, press the hips forward, back bend. Exhale, come forward, fold. Flatten the back, even bend the knees a little. Stay in a flat back, reach forward. The neck can be neutral, maybe looking down at the floor, looking forward, but your back is flat, your legs are straight, or your legs can be bent. Hold here, breathe. Now sit the hips down, lift the chest, come into chair pose. Hands into the heart. Belly in, tuck the tailbone in, look down towards your toes. If you can't see your toes, go ahead and sit back a little further. The belly is in, the tailbone is not sticking out, tuck it in, belly in, lift the chest. Come a little lower. Maybe handstand in prayer. Breathe. 3 more Ujjayi breaths. Ujjayi breath establishes that internal heat. Ujjayi breath also calms the mind. Last breath. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the hands. If you want to jump into your plank, you do. If not, you take a step back and then the other. Point the toes forward. Shoulders are now in front of the wrist. Squeeze the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Turn the toes, take it back. Inhale, right leg up. Bring it forward. Plant the back foot 45 degrees. Your heel is down. Your toes are at a 45-degree angle. And you slowly start lifting yourself up into warrior one. Press down on the back foot. Back heel is flat. If it hurts in your lower back, you can come into a high lunge. That's okay. Nice. Stacking the knees on top of the ankles. Maybe stay here or come a little lower. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Open up to your warrior two. And then side angle. Take that right elbow, press it against the right knee. Open up the hip. Take the pelvic bone, push it forward. Inhale, lift up. Breathe. Pressing firmly through the back foot. Make sure the left knee is straight. Inhale, lift into reverse. Lengthen through the spine on the right side of the body. Reach with the right hand up. Exhale, cartwheel it through. Take that right foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back. Breathe with me. It doesn't matter how you're doing the poses, just do them safely, but breathe with me. Very nice. Left leg up. And then bring it towards the front. As you bring it towards the front of the mat, back foot spins. Right foot is about 45 degrees. Inhale, lift through the body. Your body's now facing that other side of the mat, maybe, or whatever side you're working on. Shoulders forward, hips forward. Lengthen. Belly in. Nice. You can come lower, you can come higher. Open up, warrior two. Back foot, right foot is at 90 degrees. That pelvis is tucked in, and you're lifting through the heart. Take a breath here. Inhale, lift into reverse. Left hand up. Lifting high. Left ribs are lifting through the sky. Using one more breath. Keep looking up. Maybe you look up and back. Exhale, release. Cartwheel arms down. Left leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Turning the toes. Taking it back. Bend the knees, walk foot to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms down and up, come back into chair pose. Hands can be up high, hands can be to the heart, sitting low, lifting those toes up, making sure your tailbone is not sticking out, tuck it in, and inhale, stand. Take a back bend. And then exhale, hands out to the side. 5 breaths of Ujjayi, inhales and exhales. Coming back to that mantra of gratitude as you breathe, inhaling all that gratitude. Exhaling, fear and anxiety. Breathing here. At the top of your next inhale or exhale, take your arms, sweep them around, lift up. Press the hips forward, reach back. Lift the chest, look back, lift the chest, look back, lift the chest a little bit more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, take it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it back. Very nice. Inhale, right leg up. Now bring that right foot outside of the right hand. We come into lizard again. Options here, maybe for the first set, is to come down on that left knee. Make sure your right foot is maybe at the same distance that your right hand is. And maybe you can even bring that right foot slightly outside of the mat, or just a little bit. Now lift through the chest, and your goal is to become nice and long through the spine. If you feel you have a curve in the spine, that's okay. Your goal is to just continue lengthening the spine. Well, that's why we practice. And the more you lengthen through the spine, the more you're going to feel the opening through the right hip. Breathe. Option to stay here or option to come down onto the mat. It's very important that you breathe. Right now, your body is not used to this pose. So your body goes into tightness. It goes into that fight or flight mode. So breathe. Count maybe 3 to 4 more deep inhales and exhales. The body cannot continue being anxious if you start just breathing. The inhales and exhales calm the nervous system. Last breath. Nice. Make sure your palms are really firmly planted back again. Turn the toes on the left side. Lift that left knee. Press the palms really firmly. Engage the core. Maybe a little curve in the back. And then take that right foot back. Down dog. Very nice. Cruise. Go ahead and continue pressing the heels down. You can bend the knees. Press the chest back. Left leg up. Bring that left foot outside of the left hand. Bring that right knee down. Press your hips down towards the mat. Lift the chest. Maybe you're in your tip of your fingers. Maybe you use that book or a block to lengthen to give you extra support. Using props really helps us expand and find more space. So use those props. Don't be afraid to use them. If you want a little bit more and your body is able to do this right now, then you can come down to the floor. Breathing here. Taking 3 big breaths, inhales and exhales through the nose. Coming inward. Finding your breath to be your calm in the storm. Using that last beautiful inhale and exhale, you bring the palms back up. You prepare yourself for a plank. Palms are really wide and open. You turn the toes. You lift the right knee up. You slightly engage those shoulders, belly in, and then you take that left foot back, hold into plank, and then exhale, bringing yourself into a nice down dog. Bend the knees, look, hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Sweep the arms around. Inhale, lift up. Stay up right here. As you're staying up right here, you're going to stay in Tadasana with your arms up, and we're going to go to crescent moon. So very gently, go ahead and make sure your feet are together or slightly apart, but prefer to be toes to touch. Belly in, tailbone down, lift through the chest. Nice. Go ahead and maybe bring palms together, index finger up, and your goal is to lengthen through the elbows so there's no bend. If you have a little bend now, that's okay. Just lengthen, biceps next to the ears. And then breathe in, and then take your fingertips towards the left side, hips towards your right. Nice. Being mindful that your right shoulder's not coming in, Take it back. Press the hips towards that opposite side. Lengthen, look like a crescent moon. Gazes up maybe towards your ceiling. And then come back towards the center. Squeeze the legs really firmly, belly in, tailbone down. Lift through the chest. Fingertips now towards your right side, and then hips towards the left. Taking it on the other side, crescent moon, stay nice and tall. Shoulders are parallel, pressing down through the feet, belly in. Reach a little bit more, take those fingertips really nice and high. Lift through the chest, don't collapse. And then slowly release. Take the hands behind the hips. Squeeze the elbows. You're going to use your hands to press your hips forward and lift the chest. Squeeze the hips forward, squeeze, and then look up. Don't close your eyes. Gazes up. Maybe you even allow the lips to open. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Keep your eyes open. And then exhale, release. Sweep the arms across. This is really good for the lymphatic system, for the shoulders. And then exhale, come forward, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. We're going to come into chair. Sweep the arms up. Chair pose. Nice. Hands into the heart. Squeeze the knees together as hard as you can. Squeeze the knees together. Nice. As you're squeezing the knees together, belly in. Find a spot or object you're going to stare at. We're going to take a variation of chair. Allow the weight to be on the left foot. Bend the right knee and then lift that right knee up. You're holding here and then take that right ankle across the left thigh. Hold here. Sit a little lower. Maybe stay here. If this is feeling fine and this is maybe already too much for you, you just stay here. You can even come up higher. If you need more and you want a little bit more and your knees are not bothering you, you can take your hands down and hold your hands onto the floor. Bringing your hips down as much as possible. Breathe here. Inhale, lift, and then slowly come on up. Release the right foot. Inhale, lift up. Back bend. Exhale, back to your chair pose. Squeeze the knees. You can stay here the entire time or come with me to that opposite side. Press your right foot down. Lift that left leg up. Keeping a nice bend on that left knee. Maybe you stay here or you take that left ankle across the right thigh. Hold here. Press that left knee down, making that number 4. Maybe your goal is just to hang out here. Breathe, focus, stay strong, bend the knee on the right side a little bit more. You can come down, maybe elbows touch the left leg, the left foot, or maybe your hands come down and you hold here. Breathe here. Coming a little lower if it's available to you. Lengthen through the spine. Slowly release, hands back into the heart. If you fall, that's okay. Release that left foot. Inhale, lift up, back bend, and then come forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift to flat back. Plant the hands. Jump step into plank or chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Take it back. Let's move a little faster. Right leg up. Bring it outside of the right hand. This time, maybe you challenge yourself to stay here or stay here. Either way, hold it. Breathing here. Very nice. One more breath. Exhale, release. Take that right foot back. This time we're going to add a chaturanga in between. Come on down. Inhale, lift up. Turn the toes, take it back. Left leg up. Bring it outside of the left foot. Nice. Maybe, again, challenging yourself to keep yourself with the knee up, nice and long through the chest. Breathing here. Nice and long. Inhale, belly in. Take that left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Turn the toes. Take it back. Very nice. Bend the knees, look forward, hip it through. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise all the way up. Moving through. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees, sweep the arms down. Come into your chair pose. Maybe take a different variation with your arms. Whatever you did before, maybe you try cactus. Maybe you were up here. Breathe here. One more breath. Exhale, release. Forward fold. Inhale to flat. Plant the hands. Jump it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Take it back. Breathing here. I'm going to turn my body a little bit this way. You stay in your down dog. Very good. Inhale, right leg up. Bring it outside of that right foot. Nice job. This is going to be a little more fun. We're going to take the right hand and then allow it to spin over, shoulders to the right. Hold here. Breathe here. Nice. One more breath. Nice. Bring those right fingertips towards the front. Nice. Plant your hands really firmly on that left hand. Make sure the wrist is underneath the shoulder. Nice. Now bring that right elbow in and then pass that left foot forward. See if you can lift yourself up. Hold. And then take it back. Nice. We're going to try it again because it's a little different. This arm comes forward. Hold here. You can stay here. Right elbow back. Lift through the chest. Press that left arm down and then pass that left leg through. Take it back. Plant the hand. Right leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Take it back. Option to take a breath or two in down dog or come to child's. That was a rough transition. It can be fun, but it can be rough. Drink some water. Make sure you're breathing through the nose. Hope we are doing good. Thumbs up. I can't see everybody, so I'm assuming everybody's surviving and we're good. Awesome. Very good. Take a couple more breaths either in down dog or in child's. And then meet me one more time in down dog. Left leg up. Bring it outside of the left hand. Nice and long here. It's very important that your right hand and your right wrist is right below. It's not in front or in the back. You're stacking right wrist with the right shoulder. Your palms are really open. Very nice. Inhale, lift through the left side. Nice, nice and long. Maybe my right knee's up. If you need to bring your right knee down, that's okay. Lift it up. If not, hold here. Breathe here. Left hand goes to the front. Nice. Left elbow comes back. Here we go. Lift through the belly. Take that right foot through. Hold. Take it back. Nice job. Release. Very good. Very good. Let's do it again. Inhale, left hand up. Nice. Left hand forward. Bend the left hand, left elbow bends. Take the right foot through. Lift it up, push your hips up. Take it back. Left hand down, left foot back. Ladha Chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Take it back. Very nice. Breathe here. Inhales and exhales. One more breath. And then slowly allow your knees to come to the floor. Open nice and wide through the knees. Maybe this time your toes are touching, or do opposite of what you normally do in child's. Maybe your toes are slightly apart. You press your hips back. Maybe your arms are in the front, forehead is down, or maybe you even bend the elbows and you come into reverse prayer. Continue to enjoy your child's pose, drink some water, whatever it is that you need to do, or just continue to set that intention of gratitude. As you surrender yourself into your mat, as you surrender yourself into this child's pose, allowing the blood flow to come towards the center of the brain, allowing the tip of your head or maybe even the forehead to touch the mat. Breathing here, bring your breath back into a nostril breathing technique. One last breath. And then slowly and gently begin to lift yourself up. Find yourself now in a nice tabletop. As you find yourself in tabletop, go ahead and take your heels out to the side. We're gonna do fixed firm, but before we do that, let me give you an alternative first. This could be a modified just zen. Let's stretch the front of our legs, our toes, the front of our chins, and just hold down here. And close your eyes and breathe. If this pose feels just perfect for you, then stay here. You don't have to go any further. If you want a little bit more, you take those heels outside and maybe to the edges of your hips, not any wider. Your knees still stay close together. And you hold here. Option to go further by taking your forearms towards the back. And you may not be able to see me, but just take your forearms towards the back. Press the knees down onto the mat. Belly is engaged, chest lifts up. You can hold here, stay here. Or you can allow yourself to come all the way down into the mat, shoulders on the mat. The goal is for you to keep those knees pressing down onto the mat, and the goal is for your knees to be as close as possible for this particular pose. Breathe here. Noticing the subtleties in your breath. Maybe noticing the subtleties in your energetic state. Noticing the subtleties in your emotional state. Wherever you are, you begin to move yourself up. Nice, coming back into Zen. Nice. Hands come to the front and you turn the toes. Sit back. Again, on those toes, your knees are together, your toes and heels may be slightly together. And you can hold here, or you can come back up and hold right here. Keep the right toes turned. They're turned, all 5 toes are turned. And then you use your left foot to come forward and you hold here. Hands go in front of the knees. Lengthen through the heart, coming back to your mantra. Exhale, release. Take the toes back and then. Very nice. Turn the toes again. This time we're going to keep those toes on the left side turn. We are here. The right leg comes forward. We flatten the right foot and we take our hands in front of that right knee. And you hold here. Just do your best. If this is excruciating pain, you can come down and flatten your toes on the left side. But if You can just hang with me here. 2 more breaths. Breathe through the nose. Last breath. And then release. Tapping it out. Nice job. Turn the toes, lift the hips. Last down dog. Last down dog. Press the chest back. Come onto the tippy toes and then turn your heels towards the right. Your toes are towards the left. Press your chest back. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Come back, heels towards the center, high on the tippy toes. Take your heels towards the left, toes towards the right. Press your chest towards your thighs. Come back towards the center. Very nice. Begin to walk your feet towards the front. Come into a ragdoll. Swaying your head side to side. Plant the hands. And one last opportunity for plank and chaturanga, or just take yourself into a down dog. And then we meet in down dog. Very nice. Allow the elbows to bend. Index fingers pointing forward. Turn the elbows to face the back of the room wherever you are, and then come down onto your forearms. Bring your hips down. Let's come into Sphinx. However you get there. Hips on the ground, toes are pointing back. Lift through the heart. Push yourself up. Try not to have your ears next to your shoulders. Lift up. Breathe here. Relax your neck. If your neck is feeling any pain, maybe you just get it into neutral. Continue to breathe. You can stay here, hang out here, or take your fingertips towards opposite corner of your mat. Come onto the tip of your fingers and then lift yourself into seal. Maybe look forward, have a neutral neck. Make sure your neck is not bothering you. Push up. Breathe here. Make sure you're taking 3 big Ujjayi breaths. And then slowly release back into seal, or Sphinx that is. See if you can turn the toes, however you get there. Lift up into plank. Walk your feet forward. Bring the knees down, and then come back to Zen. Sweep the feet to the left, legs towards the front. Bending the right knee, take your right hand in front of the right knee, lift up, breathe, and then take the right knee out to the side. Flex the left foot. Right knee is just out to the side, wherever that is. You can have your right foot lower, you can have your right foot a little higher. Exhale, come forward. See if you can grab on to the bottoms of your feet. This is a good place for using a strap or a scarf or anything, a belt that you can just grab onto your bottom of your foot. Bring the elbows in and pull yourself forward through your chest, then come down. Take 5 breaths, big breaths here, breathing. Don't hold the pose without 5 breaths. You should have 4 more breaths of inhales and exhales. Your body goes into fight or flight, so it tightens up more when you're doing something like this. You have 2 more breaths. By breathing, you're taking that oxygen and releasing anything in the body like toxins as you exhale. And then slowly lift up. Bring that right knee in. Take the right foot across. Right hand goes to the back. Your right hand to the back. Your left hand grabs onto your right knee. Now look to your right side and turn your shoulders to the right for a twist. And then release that right foot forward. Shake it out. Maybe move it side to side, whatever you need to do. Nice job. Let's go ahead and take now the other side, left side. Your left knee comes in. Take that left knee out to the side. Again, the left sole of the foot is in the inside part of your right thigh. It could be on the upper part or it can be a little lower. Your choice. Inhale, lift up. Reach forward. Grab onto the bottom of the foot, the ankle, the leg, lengthen. Try not to have a curve in the spine. Make yourself nice and long. And then bring yourself forward. Squeeze those elbows in. And continue to bring yourself down. Lengthening through the chest. Imagine that you have a string in the center of your sternum, in center of your chest, and it's pulling you towards your toes. That string is not pulling you down towards the floor. That string is pulling you towards your right foot, and you're lengthening. Keep breathing. Remember that breath, fight or flight. Your body wants to cramp up. Breathe. Long inhales and exhales. Maybe you have one more left. Big cycle of inhale, and then big cycle of exhale, and then slowly release. Very nice. Take that left knee, left leg, left foot, plant it on the right side towards the right leg. Take your left hand, take it back, use it as a kickstand, and now take your right hand and hug your left knee. Lift your chest, turn your shoulders towards your left side as you look back towards the left. Lift and turn. Don't lean back. Very important that you're aware that you're not leaning back. You need to stay tall. The importance of staying tall is so that you won't be hurting your lower lumbar, your lower back. When you twist, we're trying to create more space between each vertebrae. If you lean back, you potentially can squeeze the vertebrae in the lumbar area and maybe get something caught, a nerve or a pinch. So keep breathing, lifting, and then exhale, release. Extend the legs forward, shake it out. Give yourselves maybe some little taps on the legs. Bend the knees, so the feet are here, hands are in the back, and you're just gonna sway the knees side to side. So the feet are together. Grab onto your ankles, lift through the heart, and let's just go through some cat-cows, inhaling and lifting. If you want more of the flexibility pose, you bring the heels closer. If you want to just stay nice and long, you can. And then just breathing here, exhales and inhales. Or just pick your favorite. Maybe you're here, you hold here, or maybe you come down and you lean forward. And then exhale, release, bring those knees together. Feet slowly come out towards the front, staying in staff pose. Flex the feet, lift the heels. Your legs are so activated that your heels lift. You lift through the chest, your belly is tight. Your hands are next to your body, and you look like a perfect letter L. Hold here, staff pose, lift. Use your belly muscles to help you lift through the chest. You're here. Extend the arms forward. Release the heels, relax the legs. Point the toes. Keep your heels really grounded, and then curve the spine and slowly start coming down. Try to keep the heels on the floor. Come down slowly, each vertebrae at a time. You're going to come down all the way down into the floor. Bend the knees, bring them into the chest. Take a happy baby. Making sure you're in that happy baby. You can stay in happy baby, or you can keep the feet up towards the sky. And then when you're ready, lift the hips, bring the hands underneath the hips, and then come down in my count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands from underneath you. Prepare yourself for your Shavasana. Preparing yourself for the most important pose, Shavasana. I'm going to walk you through Shavasana and then we'll end the class. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana longer, but we'll be here together for about 3 minutes or so. Close your eyes, extend your feet nice and wide. Your arms are out to the side. Open your mouth ever so slightly and just allow your jaw, your facial muscles to be completely relaxed with no tension. Allow yourself to slowly feel the ground supporting your back, your hips, your legs. Allow yourself to be heavy. Allow yourself to hold no tension in any part of your body. Allowing your fingers, your palms to be completely relaxed. Allow your back to feel completely and absolutely connected to the earth. Let your hips and your belly be relaxed. Allow your entire body to just feel no tension. Allowing your emotional state to be in balance. Allow your spiritual state to be connected to the divinity. Allow your physical being to be connected to Mother Earth. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana and just enjoy this moment of gratitude for your practice, for your body. Or if you'd like to join me in ending the class together, you can slowly start bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side, and slowly getting to a nice, comfortable seated pose. Let's take 3 breaths through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale in. Sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale in. Release. One last time. Inhale, gratitude. And exhale, let go of anxiety. Bringing hands into the heart. Option to join me with one sound of Om, or you can just listen or just enjoy your Shavasana. Inhale through the nose. Thumbs into the third eye. From my heart to yours, all my love and all my gratitude. Namaste.
Thank you.